Hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com, and I am here today to film another video opening some trading cards. This time we have Kayou's Harry Potter set, which I'm always going to laugh a little bit because they make a lot of Harry Potter sets. They've been making these since before I started the channel. There's at least 10, 15 sets available. I remember seeing pictures of them in the Kayou stores in China. That's kind of how old these are. They used to be sort of their mainline product. But I've never opened them ever. Never even took a look at any of their sets so far. And the main reason is that they've always been a little bit expensive. Like the original Harry Potter sets from Kayou were like, $60, $70 a box, just a little bit too expensive for me. And then there's also, you know, the whole all the stuff around Harry Potter that just kind of got a little weird and maybe kind of step back and go, maybe I just won't touch that franchise for a little while. But the thing is, Kayou keeps making these, and this one has some interesting aspects that we're going to take a look at and kind of motivated me to kind of get over it and buy a box, even though, yeah, I still think there's some really gross aspects with this, but we'll talk about all that in a second. Before we get into the cards, I got to show you this because it really shocked me, but I don't know if you remember, but the other day I was opening a bunch of HeroClix and like a bunch of them, and the one of the boxes I was opening was the Arkham Asylum Batman set, and I couldn't pull Batman. And then after that video, I just went like randomly, I was cleaning out in here and I just picked one up and I'm like, I'll just open one more just for fun, right? And I got a Batman. So yeah, I got Batman my first try off camera. And his point value is 140. So yeah, there you go. There's a Batman HeroClix. Very, very good looking guy. And then also, sorry, again, before we get into the Harry Potter too much, we've got to open this up. This is another package arrived a couple days ago. This is from AliExpress, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm almost certain. Like, there's a small chance it's also from MaxCard, but it seems too small for that. And it's kind of like heavy and dense. So I'm pretty sure I know what this is. But yeah, let's get it open right here and check it out. Yeah, it's definitely the AliExpress cards. You're good. I mean, it's good when you know what you're getting and then you actually get the thing. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. And yeah, so this should be reverse 1999, and it is. It's like trying to figure out what that box says. Okay. Yeah, so we've got two of the Card Expert reverse 1999 or 1999 reverse sets. This is a mobile RPG that I actually am kind of getting into. I've been playing quite a bit of it. And there's a few sets out. There's a Shining Soul officially licensed set, which is amazing. And then following it up are all the bootlegs. And so these two Card Expert sets are bootleg sets. And then this one, also a bootleg set, although from the same company? No, I think from a slightly different publisher. And this is Return to the Future. Return to the Future, it's supposed to say. But English is legitimately a tough language, so I'm never gonna make fun of anybody getting English wrong. Although you can check that kind of stuff. In Our Golden Age, reverse 1999. Yeah, these will be fun, but I'm basically like I'll be giving one of those away and opening the other one, but not right now. Because like I said, today we're going to look at some Harry Potter cards. And yeah, so like I said, Kayou makes a ton of these. They've made a lot of different sets over the years. Some were in their old format where they would do like 40 pack. It was like this weird old format they had like 3 or 4 years ago. Again, we're talking like a long time that they've been making these. But this set is brand new. This just came out maybe a month ago, and it's the newest one in in their release. It's based on the Fantastic Beasts. It doesn't seem to correspond with any particular movie. I don't think there's a movie out right now, even. But it is interesting in that it has some unique artwork. So you'll see there's some unique art, many different art styles built into this set, other than just movie cards, which is the main reason that I picked it up. Because if it was just Harry Potter movie cards, I probably would have skipped it. Uh, Nothing against Harry Potter. I actually I read all the Harry Potter books when they first came out. I remember like lining up at a bookstore to buy one of them. I don't remember which one, the fourth or the fifth one, like the day it came out. And like I was in line and got a hardcover edition and everything. So I was really big into Harry Potter when it first came out. And then when the movies came out, I actually kind of really liked the movies. I own them all still. We used to try to watch them every year at Christmas, but it's just too hard these days. Like those movies are very old now and they're long. They're really long movies and they barely have any Christmas in them at all. So we don't watch them at Christmas anymore. But let me go and find the flyer for this. Actually, I have the flyer right here. Let me show you that because let's go through the flyer before we take a look at the set itself. And so this is the box, although this is a weird like this store is selling you basically 10 packs, 2 packs, 10 packs, or a full box. The full box is $30 here. This is not the store I would recommend buying it from. It's just they happen to have a very good copy of the flyer. And so here's the flyer using Kayou's new logo. This is a 2025 release. And we've got a bunch of different rarities in here. There are some movie cards, but they're only at the very lowest level, the very lowest rarities. And so here is our set there. There's going to be 18 cards per box with 4 to 5 cards per pack. These are all the rarities that you can find in sort of the 12 low packs that are in the box. And then the box will contain 4 higher rarity packs that could have your SC in them. So that SC can really only be pulled from 4 of the packs. And then 2 of the packs are going to have SGRs. So this is like old Kayou rarity level. They haven't done a 3-pack system in a while. But here are the SCs. The SCs are very fancy cards based on all of the movies. So there you are, Potter, I guess it says. But they're basically from the different movies is kind of what it says. They all look like that. And then here are some ARs. ARs are sort of the main characters and pets, but interestingly, they are drawn as like anime style, which I thought was cool. And then you've got this painterly style Harry Potter with butterflies that I also thought was kind of a cool look. So I'm really looking to get one of these cards from the set. That's kind of the thing I'm looking for personally, although those are going to be kind of rare at the AR level. Then SGR, kind of these scenes again. You've got die-cut suitcases, which are showing off some of the Fantastic Beasts. So again, this set is for the sort of offshoot product, which is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And so it has some of that in it. And SSRs have different spells. The QRs are going to be almost like cutesy style characters, but they're still like a little bit older, so I don't know what they call those. Those are like teenage chibis, I guess. I'm not sure. Then there are some spell cards, so these show you the wand movements to make that spell, which I think is kind of cool. And then you've got different orders from Ron's shop. I believe that's what this is meant to be. And then down at the SSR level are from the movies. So these are again from the Fantastic Beasts movies, so everybody is different. It's not the Harry Potter people we remember from the original movies. Then we've got QRs here with the younger characters. SR, these are then from the movie, right? These are literally, I think, like she's definitely from the movie. Anyway, we'll go through it and figure it out as we go. I mean, that's Mad Mooney. He's definitely from the movies. I feel like all these are from the movies. And also again from the classic films. So yeah, an interesting set. Should be going kind of all over the place. I'm not exactly sure again like what this is meant to go with, because I'm not aware of there being any like Harry Potter releases right now or anything like that. But you know, there might be. I just don't know. Maybe in China they might be re-releasing something. And so yeah, like I said, I was into Harry Potter, like pretty big into it. I've actually read through all those books, which is rare for me. I don't read big books very often anymore. I guess back then I read more of them, but even then it was pretty rare for me to sit down and read through like an entire book. So, uh, they were good, decent books, I guess, or they seemed like it at least. But the longer you think about it, the more you're like, oh wait, these are just kind of retelling like all the same stories you've seen everywhere else, just in this kind of cool setting. But there really wasn't much new to these stories. And then if you've read things like the Wizard of Earthsea and stuff, it gets like really kind of almost sketchy a little bit, right? So there's a lot of goofiness with Harry Potter, I think. But we're gonna look at the cards anyway here and just try to enjoy them. Here is Hagrid. It's not. It looks dirty, but it's really just kind of has some cracked foiling on it. It's not dirty, I promise you. Still, that's a weird card, like weirdly foiled. And that's a rare. Okay, so that's actually just a rare in the set. We got a Luna Lovegood, everyone's favorite. And then here's one of the order detail cards. And I guess they're stickers. I hadn't realized that, but this is definitely a sticker. And like a pretty nice looking sticker too. Oh yeah, it's definitely for the Weasley shop. So if you remember, like the older Weasleys, Fred and George ran like a little reselling shop, and so that's kind of an order ticket from their store. And then we got two of the N rarity cards, which are just going to be, the most basic movie cards. Literal scenes from the movies, characters from the movies, and then everything above those two are the cards we actually want, basically. But it's going to be like one per pack. Here's another order detail. Weasley Mega Box. Interesting. I wonder what's in a Weasley Mega Box. Oh, and we got one of the suitcase cards. Okay. So, oh, they're not just die cuts. I thought they were going to be just die cuts, but they are die cut, but they're also a booklet. So that is a Manticore. Crazy scary there. And you kind of see a person. Um, that's way cooler than I thought it would be. Good job, Kayou. Huh. Oh, that's actually a pretty neat little card there. Manticore in a suitcase. Then we got two more N rarities. She was great. I remember her thinking she did a really good job in that role. I remember that scene from the book being especially interesting too. I always really liked that. I think that particular book where she's doing the time travel and there's the divination, like that's probably my favorite of the three books. That's where the Mandragora is in that one too, right? Maybe not my favorite. There's Ron looking like a police. I mean, he literally looks like he walked out of a police station there. Good job, Ron. Well, I guess these are SRs. Okay, maybe I should. I was like trying to figure out, should I sleeve these or not? But I think these ones are SRs. I will sleeve these two here. And then we got one of the spells. We got Revelio. So that's how you would move your wand if you were gonna do a Revelio. Oh, I forgot. I actually have wands. I'll be right back. I forgot I have a wand. I could try it out. Let me be right back. All right, yeah, here it is. The case is a little dusty, but the wand itself should be fine. And this is actually an official wand from the Wizarding World at Universal Studios. So I live in Los Angeles, pretty close to Universal Studios, and so there they have Ollivander's wand shop or whatever, and you can go in there and get fitted for a wand. It's like a whole kind of experience you can do. And I think this is the Elder Wand, the like really bad one. But anyway, we'll try it here. Revelio. Revelio. It's not working for me today. But I think maybe that wand is only for murdering people. I'm really not an expert on Harry Potter stuff. Wait, what? How does this work? ready? Okay. Boop, boop, boop. So let me put my wand away. 'Cause I just that didn't work at all. I don't know why, but I thought maybe the wand would work, but it didn't. Anyway, good try, good try. We got a QR here, and that is Tom Riddle. So Tom Riddle, of course. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but Tom Riddle might not be exactly who he says he is. Oh no, can you spoil Harry? I suppose you probably can at this point, but I'm still not gonna. There's Tom Riddle. Oh, actually, kind of a cool card back there. And then our end cards here. These are again just the sort of, oh, there's the wand. That's the guy who sells the wands, I'm pretty sure. Interesting set though. I'm so far, I'm like, I like all the, I really like that suitcase one, and the wand card is kind of interesting. It's going to be just a rare there. And that is an SR, Whizzing Fizbees. Whizzing Fizbees, of course, everyone's favorite candy. And we have Jinx Off. Jinx Off, another nice little trick there you can get from the Weasleys. And then here are our end cards. Yeah, so kind of an interesting thing to see. I mean, what do you think? Is Harry Potter in 2025 still is that still a thing? Do we still care about that? I really don't know. I mean, I think I still kind of am interested. I love that character. But at the same time, like, I understand people probably have maybe moved on and stuff from it. What is that? That is a wild card. That is an SSR? Very cool treatments on there. I mean, it looks it looks like so much more than just an SSR, but I think that is literally just an SSR. And then we have an Albus Dumbledore here on the QR. And then some more, again, just movie cards, because I think you will get, obviously, a lot of those. Yeah, I don't know why, like, what... Like, it's like Kayou has had this license for so long, but they just don't do a lot with it. Yeah, I guess they just don't. Here's a membership card. These are neat. And they are stickers, but still. And that's the, like, Ginny Weasley, she grew up. Maybe I should, oh gosh, I don't even think I could sit through the first movie again. Like, I should go try to watch the first movie again. They look like such little kids. Like, even if you just go look at a screenshot of it, I mean, they all look like little babies in that movie. And I mean, they were very young when they started filming that. But yeah, they really grew up during that filming. Like, all of those people in that movie, in those movies, all kind of grew up during that. It was weird in that way. And here's Incendio, another spell card. Pretty cool spells, I think. There should be like a potions card where it teaches you how to make some of those potions, like the recipes on the card. That would be kind of a cool thing too. Yeah, and so it's crazy to think that there's like this whole theme park. It's actually like very close to my house, this Harry Potter theme park, and they've got a full castle there and all the rides. I actually was working, I was working for a company called Niantic, the company that makes Pokemon Go, and they made a Harry Potter Go type game, which I remember working a lot on that. And while I was there, they were also designing, because that company also made rides. They made, actually, they made the Millennium Falcon ride at Disneyland. They made the 3D graphics for it, at least. They didn't make that ride vehicle, but they were actually making the ride vehicle for one of the Harry Potter rides. And I remember being in the building when they first brought the vehicle in, and they put it in like, they just basically put it in a conference room. So they took the conference table out of the conference room, put a bunch of like construction tape down and warning signs everywhere, and then they just put this hydraulic machine thing there, and it was like one of the brooms that you would ride on one of the rides. And yeah, we had that thing in there for like a year, and people would go in that room and test it every once in a while. And I never got a chance because I think you had to be on that project, and I was not on that project. But yeah, that was wild to see, and to just think that it's just like sitting right there. Here's their owl. So they all have owls. It's kind of how mail. It's like how kind of how mail works in the wizarding world. I don't know. When you sit down, if you like, that's one of the problems with the Harry Potter universe. It just went too far. Like they explained too many things, and they had like all the humans there, and then they had the like wizard government, and they had the human government, and then they did like like a wizard Quidditch tournament, which was sort of done up like the way a soccer World Cup is, and it was just like so much where you're just like, how do they keep all that a secret, and how do the humans not know that like there's this entire other parliament building apparently in London? Like what? Yeah, anyway, sorry. It is Nagani. Wow, okay. Nagini is that's like the very evil snake, right? That's not a fantastic beast. That's a very evil snake. And one of the Horcruxes too. Wasn't that snake was one of the Horcruxes for He Who Shall Not Be Named? Who was named? What was his actual name? Voldemort. Lord Voldemort. I don't know how I forgot that. Mr. No-Nos himself. Very strange. There's a sorry, I just watched this movie the other night, Death of a Unicorn. It's a new movie. It's not an older movie. It's like a brand new movie that just came out. Paul Rudd is in it, and it's mostly like a horror movie, although I guess there's kind of some comedic elements, but it really is more of a horror movie than anything else. But it's made me laugh because I remember the scene where Voldemort, not from that movie, but from the Harry Potter, he's like eating a unicorn, or they like kill a unicorn and then he eats it, and that's how he sort of gets his life back or something like that. It kind of like lines up with the Death of a Unicorn movie, actually, in a way, in like a weird way. So I don't know. I mean, I think there's way too many movie cards. I am not so happy about that. I was really hoping for more of the art cards. I mean, we might still get one, but I feel like we're gonna get like one in the whole set, right? I think these are kind of the coolest, and then obviously the suitcases are really neat. But yeah, not a big fan. Even these fancier SSR ones, just not that big a fan. Oh gosh, wow. These are cool though. I kind of, you kind of wish for, I don't know, did they ever make a Harry Potter anime? I saw so many people who made their own versions of Harry Potter as anime that I wonder if they ever actually did it. They probably, if I think I would know if they did, but I don't think they did. But they should have. It would have been cool. Would have been neat at least. I mean, obviously everyone has the art for it. So. There's what was her name? Bella or something? Bellatrix? Oh, there's a fantastic beast. A very fantastic beast, and I found it. It's right there. No need to ask where to find that one. Right there. Yeah, and so it's a Kayou set. I guess I should have expected that, but like all Kayou sets, they actually get their distribution right, and so you end up with quite a few of the base cards, and you know, very few of the high rarities. And then I assume things like the SCs, you know, just like with My Little Pony, those SC cards are probably legitimately really hard to pull. I was still hoping I might get one, but I think that hope was misplaced. Let's get some more saves here. Got another spell card. That is Stupefy. Stupefy, that's the spell I cast on myself before I record. So basically, like, before I record, I go over all my notes and I'm like, okay, this is all the stuff about Harry Potter. These are all the things I'm going to say. These are the names of the most important characters, Voldemort and such. And then the second that the filming starts, it's just Stupefy and it's all gone. And I forget everything. I just forget everything. Every word, all the names, all the people. But, you know, I feel like that's part of the charm is that, you know, you get to look at the cool cards and you can also listen to me get like every detail wrong. Oh, that one is nice. Okay, so this is what is this card is weird though. It's so black. I've never seen a card that black before. Is it color change? I feel like it has to be color change. Let me just try to heat it up quick. Oh, it definitely is. You can, oh wow, it actually really works too. So you very rarely see these things actually working. This one's crazy at how good it works. But see that? The color comes through when you heat it up. So that ink that's on there is essentially like a color changing ink. When it gets warmer, it will show the picture, and when it's colder, it won't. And they print that on a ton of cards, and it never works, like ever. I believe that is the first time I've ever seen that color changing ink actually work. So Kayou, good job, Kayou, you did it. Horcrux, what an interesting card to put it on too. And then here's one of the very nice, more like teenager QRs. Very cool. That is that an SGR? I think that might be an SGR. Severus Snape. Really cool looking card. Let me go check the flyer quick just to see what rarity that is, because I literally just forgot. It's not one of the fancy art cards, that's for sure. It is a diamond QR. Okay, so that is a diamond QR is what they're calling that. And actually those briefcases are the SGRs. So those are really the highest tier cards we've pulled so far. That's technically just an SSR. So those and that are kind of the same rarity. Although I don't understand the distribution in this at all. There's so many. There's like rare, SR, and R here that are so many cards. And then you get so few of everything else. I'd say this, if you were still like a huge fan of Harry Potter, which maybe there still are people like that, this would be pretty cool to get. I mean, especially the briefcases, the color changing ink. I think these would be like a ton of fun to go read all the details on and stuff. But otherwise, I don't know. The rest of this, you would really need to be like a super fan, I think, to really want a set like this. I don't see myself buying a second box, for example. But let me know, like, if you are the kind of person who would go and buy like a case of this, leave a comment, please, and just let me know, like, say, hey, you know, I would buy a case of that, and then kind of explain yourself a little bit, like just a little bit. I'm just curious, like, what is motivating you to pick these up in 2025? That's the real question. I could, like, a set like this 10 years ago, gold, right? Like you would definitely pick this up. You'd see it everywhere. They'd probably be selling it at that theme park. But in 2025, like what? And this is a set that was just published a month ago. Like this isn't an older set or something. It's a brand new set. So yeah, interesting thing that they did here. But as always, let me know. I'm always just curious what people think. And here's our last pack mojo. We just kind of got the scruffy looking dude. What's his name? Malfoy? Yeah, Malfoy, his dad. Got some candy. And another one of the stickers. I still can't get over like how good those stickers look. They're like really well printed. Really well printed stickers. And then our two end cards. These are definitely from like the older movies. I mean, that's obviously from, I mean, he looks so little there. So yeah, hey, not a bad set. Like honestly, kind of fun. I think you get a lot of different rarities, and these ones here are pretty cool. Like they look neat, and I feel like I got a good selection of those. Not as impressed with those SSRs. Very impressed with this. I mean, the fact that the color changing ink actually works is kind of shocking to me. Actually, like that, literally, like kind of shocking. Like I'm like, oh my god, it works. The briefcase is here, probably the star of this show. I feel like a complete set of these would be kind of neat to have. And also, what a cool card design. I hope they do this card design with other things. Like I could see, My Little Pony, maybe they go on a trip and there's like different countries and you open this up and it's like, one of the countries and it's like their passport or something like that. That would be kind of cool. But as it is, we got Nagini here. Interesting, very interesting. And there it is. So that's Kayou's Harry Potter set in 2025. Again, I'm just gonna laugh a little bit every time just because I can't quite process it. Um, Obviously the franchise is still going strong. I mean, they made this whole set, so it must be going somewhere. Um, but I think that's probably enough of that for me. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and end the video here. And I was trying to think if there's like anything else I should remind people to check out. But I think we're doing okay. I mean, look at the eBay store if you haven't looked at it in a while. It's going really well. But otherwise, yeah, I feel like everyone knows what's up. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what video I'm gonna do. I'm sorry, I look over at my shelf. I have no idea what video I'm gonna do. This was kind of interesting. I really didn't know what to do with this video, and still I'm kind of like, eh. I hope people like these. It's my only thing. I hope there's somebody out there who's just like, oh my God, Harry Potter cars is amazing. That would make me kind of happy. Because it is what I don't want to show cars that people don't like on the channel. And so I do want to make sure there's someone out there who likes them. But anyway, I feel like I'm talking too much. Okay. Goodbye, everybody, and have a great weekend. It's almost the weekend. Hey, it's almost Friday. Bye bye.